Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. But tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the New York Jets. First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. That didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
Herbert on first down now. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And now off to the races down the right side. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards.
No surprise he was targeted on that play because you and I both know quarterbacks like guys who can catch the ball, but they actually expect that. They love the guys who do something with it after the catch.
Impressive making him miss on that tackle attempt. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Herbert. Steps away to his left. He's got it. It's Spiller. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. On first down, it's Herbert. Flushed out right. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Chargers need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
And there's a little bit of a case of back to the future because Justin Herbert as a rookie, 5 rushing touchdowns, 3 in 2021, and none last year. I think that speaks to his development as a pocket passer and trusting his receivers more and more. But in this case, trusted himself and found the end zone.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Nwangu now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now Hall to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of...
into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Now left side on the swing pass. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And 3rd and 1 now.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Rodgers now to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Check 15, check 15. Check.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
To throw, it's Rodgers. This pass out wide. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Rodgers now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll get this to Nwangu. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams, because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot, if that's what they want to do.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They're connecting here with DJ Chark. And they get him to the ground quickly, but he's out near midfield at the 49-yard line. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Herbert off of play action. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Charger football to start quarter number 2. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And he's going to be taken down here. The sack back at the 32. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. 3rd and long. It's Herbert. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Now it's Herbert. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Donald Parham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead. On for the extra point is Folk. And it is now 21-0.
Next to score, Chargers 21, Jets nothing.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That good for 22 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That is caught. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Here's Rodgers to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going.
The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still... Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So that potentially an important takeaway here in this 2nd quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. As they move it from the 21 to the 19. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin from 19 yards away.
And the Jets get a bit closer. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside. They give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards. And boy, did he come through, bulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Charger drive about to get going.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Isaiah Oliver there on the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On second down, it's Edwards. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. This 3rd down just got even more difficult. 3rd down and 15 after the false start. Herbert. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return.
And the Jets will take over.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Second and 10.
Here's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
14's the mic. 14's the mic. Check, 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 check. Mike 14. Mike 14. Come on. Mike 14. Mike 14.
Now it's Rodgers.
The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And again, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out in the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And Shark calls it in. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
On the move past the 40. Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, L.A. Now Folk for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing is Rodgers. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. Down the left sideline. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. On the counter, it's Hall. And fights through one man. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On first down, Rodgers. It's Williams on the catch. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. Rodgers changing the play, it appears.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Their lead down from 21-14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And this one into the hands of DJ Chark.
Down to the 10.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. DJ Chark, 75 yards.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
Powering his way forward.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Joey Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Every other season of Bosa's 7-year career had injuries cost him time. Stayed true to that last year, only 5 games played. Good news, he has rebounded with double-digit sacks and a Pro Bowl season each year following those injuries.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Eluding the pressure right.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, They've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
On for the extra point is Folk. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Chargers 42, Jets 14.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The throw over the middle, taken in, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. They'll give to Hall. And he loses the football a second time. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He's now lost fumbles in back-to-back weeks. And, of course, you remember last week's game, such a close affair. That hurt him.
Hurt him in a big way, and it is so key to take care of the ball because, remember, the team making the fewest mistakes usually wins the game. So you got to take care of the ball, lock it away, high and tight, as you often hear from running back coaches. 4 points of pressure, fingertips, forearm, biceps, sternum, or chest. Put it away.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Here's Herbert. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. So the completion good for 7 there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now Rodgers.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
And check down, complete to Hall.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll run. This is Allen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Now Zuerlein on and the extra point.
Now Rodgers going to shift him around.
And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, L.A. Josh Palmer, 75 yards. And the Chargers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth.
Now Folk for the extra point. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace.
There he goes, right side.
Breece Hall.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall
with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And now they'll shift things around.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead down to 20. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They're going to pass here with Herbert. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Jets are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he'll find Hall. And he's brought down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And he's got it. Touchdown. Tyler Conklin, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
The no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are